Welcome to the No Signal podcast. Before we get started, I wanted to give a shout out to our affiliate for today, G2A.com. You can go ahead and use the link in our description to get yourself a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition Steam Key through G2A.com. And doing so supports our podcast and it'll get you a good discount on the game. Now you might be wondering, why would I use G2A.com? Why wouldn't I just buy the game on Steam? I'm buying a Steam Key from G2A anyways. And there's a couple of reasons why you might want to do this. The first one is that you get heavy discounts by using G2A.com. Right, whereas the game on Steam would cost you about $30 now, and it used to cost you $60. Licenses on G2A go for as low as 10 euros, which is only about $12 US at the most. Alright, second is if case your Steam account actually gets stolen, and this is a real thing, this happened to me. My Steam account got stolen, and I had to prove that my Steam account was mine. And one way that you can do that is you can provide them license keys of games that you have activated in your account. So doing that proves to them that these games are games that are mine and mine alone, and therefore it can tell which account is mine. So, once again, go ahead and use the link in our description to pick yourself up a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition Steam Key off of G2A.com, and thank you for helping us out. Alright guys, welcome to this first episode of the No Signal podcast, rated 5 stars by nobody yet. Yes, so...
I'll probably go rate it 5 stars.
That'd be great, yes. Rated 5 stars by Jake. Jake, what is your review going to say?
Yeah, I like podcast.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so, we should probably go ahead and do an introduction. My name is Brian. I've been sober for 18 years. My favorite video game at the moment is Doom, and I like pink. All right, who's up next?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
I'll bleep it.
I am, as of right now, trying to connect my keyboard and my mouse to my Xbox. So that's happening right now. So that's fun.
Yes.
Anything about myself?
What's your name?
I said Ian. My name's Hi, what's up? You're gonna hate me by the end because of my voice, but you know what? It's okay.
Your voice is fine. The mic quality is a bit.
Exactly. Yeah. Your mic sounds.
I'm going
What happened to your mic from last night? Your mic from last night was great.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Hey, that got a lot better.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting in front of it now. All right.
That explains it.
I'm still trying to figure out this thing. I was trying to connect my mouse to my keyboard, and it's freaking me out.
All right. Well, I guess we've only got one person left to introduce.
Yeah. My name is Jake. I'm
you're talking about Jesus. Sorry.
What?
Jake doesn't get an introduction. He's just Jake.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. We're good.
It's just Jake. All right, guys. All right, and we have one more member, Brandon, who will be joining us in the future, but unfortunately cannot join us right now. He did join us last night when we originally tried to record this podcast, but the audio got corrupted, and so it did not work out. So we will be here retelling our stories, and Brandon will be sending in an audio file of him laughing for me to throw it in here and there, like this. All right, great. That was a great laugh.
Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon. All right, so where should we start? I mean, I guess, we started last night with origin stories, so if anyone would like to start that off.
I don't know. Do you want to go first, Jake?
Sure. So, I basically just BS my way to get to this point through school. And now I'm at community college. I'm trying to be a software developer, a computer science major. And, play a lot of video games.
Yes. Proud of you for finessing.
All right.
Minimal effort.
Yes, minimal effort, maximum reward.
Yeah.
Would you like to go next?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What are you planning to do? What are you trying to do?
Oh, God. Just not die, but it's inevitable.
I mean, hey, good job so far.
Exactly. We'll get into that later. We'll talk about that later.
I don't know, honestly. I want to do things with computers, but I don't know. I think I just want to explore and do things. That sounded really
Yeah, I was about
no,
to say.
Yeah.
Explore.
God, I don't know, and I think that's about it. Origin story, I don't know. I think I guess you could say I have a lot of trust issues with people, but I mean that's just it's normal. I mean, it's normal.
Ooh.
But everyone goes through, you know.
Oh,
But yeah,
first time we have a special guest is just questioning him.
I'm like, did you poison this? Did you poison this?
Yeah, he's just like, yeah. You like ASMR? Hey.
Oh,
All right.
oh. Yeah, no. It just takes me a lot longer to get used to accepting people more into my lives. I think Jake and Brennan they kind of figured that out.
I,
Pretty
on the other
quickly.
hand, have not gained your trust at all.
Well,
Hey, listen. We have plenty of time. We have plenty of hours.
Yes, we have a lot of podcasts to go through.
I mean, honestly, my experience hasn't really reflected that because the way I met is we go to the same community college, right? And he just like waved me down, and was like, "Hey, come over here."
I'm gonna bleep his name again, but go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I keep on doing that. It's my bad.
This is gonna be a running joke, because we're just gonna bleep his name, even if we say,
Yeah.
even when we say, and I'm still gonna bleep it. Yes.
My bad.
His name is.
Yeah.
It'll be
It's
fine.
just a bad word. But not, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you could say that, but like, I don't know.
No, I'll bleep it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm also going to block out all the names on the side so that no one steals our discords, just in case.
Probably smart.
Forgot that was a thing.
I'll just crop it. It'll be fine. Anyways, so I know, or I met I did it too. I met when I switched high schools a few years ago, back in my sophomore year, and I met because I dyed my hair pink, and when I was walking
Oh my
home one
God.
day, he flagged, or he waved his hands at me. He said, "Hi, I love your hair." And from that day on, every day that I would walk past him, he would say, "Hi, pink hair guy," or "Hi, cool hair guy," and I loved that. And so one day I went over to talk to him, and we got talking about this trip that was coming up for the choir class. Now I was not in choir, I was in band, but he was like, "Yeah, so we're doing this trip," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming." He's like, "Oh, really? We should be bus seat partners." I was like, "That sounds like fun. You know, I'm very glad to have a friend. You know, I'm new to the
Yeah.
school. I came in late in the year, so yeah. So I had a friend for that, and that was him, and it was the best bus ride I've had ever, including marching band competition bus rides. They were nowhere near as fun as that first New York bus ride was. Just saying.
The fact that you just unlocked literally most of my, like, was it junior year that we did this?
What, you
That's
forgot about
crazy.
this? You forgot our origin story? Aw.
Oh,
Parts
cool.
of it, I
Not
remember like
cool.
flagging you down, but like, oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
forgot about everything else. I want to apologize for calling you pink haired dude. I realize how
Don't.
now that I'm
It's
older,
fine.
for people to just go off of just a trait that you have.
But you didn't know my name, so how would you know how to address me? That was a
I
good way to
don't
address
know.
me.
I remember I just
It's fine.
loved your hair, and I was like, dude, if you are old enough to have pink hair, you are definitely someone I want to meet.
It was fine. It was fine. It was
Yeah.
fine because you didn't know my name, so I don't know how I would have done it if I was in your shoes. I have also
that's the
shaved.
first time-
I also shaved off all my facial hair this morning.
Oh,
So-
dude, I didn't notice.
yeah, no.
That's crazy.
I'll
Whoa,
Yeah.
wait! Oh my gosh! Whoa, basement.
Yeah. what-
My mom wanted to take my graduation photos, and she didn't want me having a beard or a mustache for them, so I took it all off.
Oh.
Yes.
She's
So
like,
I
"That's
am.
weird."
So I
You know,
guess. Yeah. So I guess I am. My name is Brian. I already did this. Basically, my origin story is I've done some YouTube experience. I've done a podcast before, and I've decided today that I'm gonna get back into doing YouTube as a thing. So I uploaded a video
Yeah,
today,
nice.
right before we started this podcast, called "I'm Back," and I linked to the podcast in that video. Go ahead and check out my channel. Hashtag subtle plug. Because I'm gonna be uploading some cool gaming content in the days to come because we have nothing
Okay.
to do. Yes. Oh, and is muted now.
What kind of games you play on there?
I don't know yet. My last video that I uploaded, I believe, was a Black Squad video, which is a knockoff of like CS:GO and Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played it with my friend Luke Crust Parker. And
Sounds very racial. Sorry.
Wow. So does Black Ops 2, if you think about it. Anyway, because if you say it fast enough, it sounds like Black Cops, and we don't talk about that here.
Oh wow.
I thought it sounded like something different, but all right.
Hey. Anyways, so anyways, yeah.
We're moving on anyway.
Anyways, so yes, yeah, the last video I uploaded was that, I believe. That was a year ago, I think. That was January 15th, 2019. So it's been that long since I've uploaded.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I went back to a video I uploaded 3 years ago to find my old outro, and I stuck my old outro on the end of this I'm Back video, and I uploaded it, and as soon as it uploaded, it got copyright claimed by a dude who does not, for being a different song than it actually is. Because I know that my outro song is royalty free, copyright free, and this dude
Yeah.
claimed it as some song by Ariana Grande, which it is not. So
Wow.
yes.
And so like it's actually like it went through and it's.
Yeah, no, so I have no option to say this is not the song he's saying. I have the option to fight him and say this is like my own song, but it's not, or to say this song is fair use, which I mean, it's not. It never had a copyright in the first place, so
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna bother with it because I'm not monetized yet, anyways.
Oh, so
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I looked into the requirements for getting monetized, and within a year, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views. So.
Oh God.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you, Susan, for making
we have a little
such
bit-
the little guys.
Yeah, so we have a little bit. We have a little ways to go, but that's okay.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Anyways, so who wants to talk about something?
Oh my God! Wait, I would love. Okay, yeah, sorry. I've been like literally so like focused on this mouse.
You know what you've been doing the whole time?
I have it's not a rant, but like I would like to talk about some things. So I remember in like the last podcast before, like that got deleted. We talked a little bit about games. I just want to have a rant about The Sims.
Which Sims game? Which Sims
as a
game?
Thor, the trash one. I, as a male simmer, am so offended by how they treat male Sims in The Sims 4. There are next to no options for clothing, and so most of my like male Sims are wearing some type of different variant of the same clothing. So
Yeah.
it's so trash because also, in order for me to get any type of like, let's say, unique, different type of style of hair color or add any type of ethnicity to my Sims, I have to pay for an expansion, specifically City Living, if I want to have a friend that so happens to be Muslim in the game.
What about the Plantation expansion pack?
See, that's called the Eco Living Pack, which is coming out later.
That was a joke, but all right.
I wonder how many packs you have to like have the ultimate Sims experience,
33 expansions.
The Civil War expansion pack?
Overall, there are 33, and there are 3 more coming at the end of this year.
Oh my God.
It is disgusting.
Let's just talk about EA and their microtransactions. Well, let's do that podcast,
Yeah.
I do want to say this. I'm open to EA doing a thing. I would love to be a game changer. If you would give me the benefits that Maxis has for game changers, I would love to get new free expansions. I'm always open. My email is always open. So is my heart.
Yeah, he would love to be your review channel. He'd love to be EA reviews,
I will love to be
5
critical,
stars everything.
but if you give me money and also give me free games, I'm going to be a little bit more...
a little more sympathetic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they're hard-working people over there at EA,
I also want to say that this Eco Pack, though, that's coming out soon, looks like complete trash, but I'm still going to buy it, and it costs $40.
What?
Yeah, expansion packs cost as much as the game itself.
Don't buy that. I'm just saying, man. Like, you can buy a whole, like, really good game, or you can buy the Eco Living.
Ladders. There's ladders that have different variants, and I know there's gonna be ladders in the base game.
I take it back to ladders.
Do you just say there's ladders, as in like things to climb?
Yes.
The only purpose for a ladder in The Sims is to put it in the pool, and then once everyone's having a pool party, you remove it, and then everybody drowns. That's the only purpose for ladders in The Sims.
You sound like a crack addict.
I need a blanket because this is a Sharpie board.
This is what I use as a way to relax.
I get that pack.
I just...
Yeah, no. The only purpose that there is for the pool ladder in The Sims is so you can for YouTubers. It's not even just for the action. It's just for YouTubers to make the same video. So, hey guys, today we're gonna be showing you an exploit in The Sims. Actually, so you see I've got my pool here, and I've got everyone having a pool party. Now, if you were to delete the ladder in the pool as I'm doing now, everyone's stuck in the pool, and so everybody drowns. And that's every Sims video I have ever watched, ever. Because
that sounds entertaining.
it's true.
Dude,
There's an exploit in The Sims that allows you to drown all your Sims in a pool party. All right, let's not become a Sims podcast. No offense.
I've never watched a Sim YouTuber before, but it sounds kind of like the Catholic Church.
Besides Defo.
All right.
And there's another girl, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
So all right. So moving away from The Sims because we don't want to be that podcast.
Yeah, sure.
No. Moving away from The Sims. I guess we should give people what the teaser said too.
Oh my God, which part?
Yeah, what's the teaser say?
Oh, the teaser for this? It was just that. It was just that part. It was just that story. I have to repeat that story.
Right.
Please,
I have to repeat that story
man.
because we advertised it as being in here.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So
I'm ready
once
to
again,
go
so
for
this story was a story that we told last night. That unfortunately, again, the podcast got deleted. So I'm just gonna. That was in the teaser trailer for those of you who listened. But yes, this is the story from the teaser of my spring break. So buckle up, make some popcorn, because here we go. So my family takes a spring break trip every year to Hilton Head Island, and we stay in these awesome resorts that are there. Actually, I can't say that name, so I'm gonna bleep that too. So we stay in these awesome, resorts
We
that
are
are there.
not sponsored.
Right, and
Place.
well, I'm not condoning this actions on these places because I will not be allowed. Anyways, so the resort is shaped kind of like this, and so it's outlined by buildings, for the residential buildings, stuff, the villas, and so in the middle of it is like this big courtyard area that opens up onto the beach. So while I'm there, there's a bunch of people from spring break, so we decide that we are going to do some magic mushrooms that are brought by this guy named Tyler, but everyone calls him Chad because he gives the best hugs. So anyways, so the reason that we decided to do these and not other things is because other things are addictive and other things are illegal. And while these are not legal either, they are not addictive. You will not get addicted to these because you will not want to do them again the next day. They have no addictive properties and they don't make you feel that great. So, full disclosure, we were safe. We tested everything. Everything was fine. So we go down to the beach. It's about 11:30ish at night, and there's about 6 or 7 of us there. And so we take them. We don't take a huge amount. We take about 60, 75 mgs. And so for the next 30 minutes or so, we're just kind of getting up there, working our way up, and everything is just all of our sentences are heightened because on these on hallucinogens, all of your senses, get very heightened and exaggerated. So the sand feels like massage chairs on our feet. The breeze is nice and cool. So I decide, hey, I want to know what the water feels like. So we walk down me and my friend Rodney walk down to the ocean, and we walk in ankles deep, and the water feels cool, crisp, fresh. It's like an ocean breeze. Well, I mean, it is an ocean breeze. And so, we're just standing there for a couple minutes. And then Rodney starts screaming that he is being attacked by invisible dolphins. And he doesn't stop.
God.
We try to calm him down. Tyler and another guy are sober. They are not partaking because they are our trip sitters. They are here for our safety. Yeah, that turned out well. But Rodney starts screaming, and this is where my story begins to go downhill. Sorry. So essentially, Rodney just starts screaming about these dolphins, and Beach Patrol pulls up, and they're like, "Hey, we got some noise complaints. You guys are down here. It's late. Is everything all right? Is he okay?" And we're like, "Yeah, he's fine. He's just not having a great time. He had a little too much to drink or whatever." And so they're like, "All right, well, go back home, go inside." And then Anthony just decides he's gonna stand up. Anthony was lying down on the beach on his back this whole time, not saying a word, and he just stands up, puts his hands on his hips, and says in the most matter-of-fact voice, "I am not tripping on magic mushrooms right now, and if I was, you could not stop me." And then he turns around and he starts running down the beach in very slow motion. So the Beach Patrol guys go after him, and there's only 2 of them, so they go after him and they go after Rodney because they figure what Rodney's doing. And so we scatter into the resort, and we're all like, "Okay, we have to split up. The drones are looking for us." And so because of course there's drones.
What?
Of course it's gonna be drones, you know, because why wouldn't they send drones after? Why wouldn't they send drones after a bunch of teenagers? Anyways, so we split up. I go into the way that these buildings are built is they have parking spaces on like the ground level, and then above that is the first floor, and then they go up about 5 floors for villas. So I go into the parking garage space of one of these buildings, and I text my friend Caitlin. It's like 12:30 now, and I text my friend Caitlin, who's back at home, and I'm like, hey, do I take the elevator or the stairs? She says, why are you asking me this? Like, don't you know how to walk? And I say, well, I mean, I say, I'm tripping mushrooms right now. She's like, okay, take the elevator. You would fall down the stairs. So I get in the elevator. Well, no, so I'm waiting for the elevator, and, like, I don't understand what's going on. It's just this large metal box. I'm standing outside of it, and eventually the doors open. And there's this family of, like, mom, dad, and 2 little kids who walk out, but I don't see them. So I just walk into these children as I'm entering the elevator for about 5 or 6 seconds, and then I realize that they're there. So I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here, let me pay you for that. And they're like, what? So I offered them money. They refused my money. They left, and I got in the elevator. The doors closed, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't press a button. I didn't do anything, and the elevator starts to move. So for about the next 45 minutes, I'm curled up in a fetal position on the floor of the elevator, and there are people who are using this elevator, but I don't know what to do. So eventually, finally, Caitlin convinces me that I need to make my escape. So I get up, I get ready to, like, you know, charge out the door when it opens.
Gather
'Cause
your
I don't know when,
courage.
exactly, yeah, I don't know when the door is going to open, when it's not going to open, when it's going to close. So I'm just ready to sprint as soon as it opens. So the doors open, and there's this elderly woman and what looks like her son, her adult son, standing there ready to go for a night walk on the beach. So I charge into them, knocking over the elderly woman. And at this point, and so I apologize again. I'm like, here, let me pay you for that, assuming that this elderly woman can be paid for.
Hide
and-
your grandmas.
Oh my gosh. So again, they refuse my money. They're like, no, that's fine. You know, just leave us alone. So, anyways, so at this point, I just start knocking on doors, trying to figure out where my room is. So of course, you know, I go, and they answer the door, and I'm like, hi, do you know where my room is? And they say, I don't know who you are. I was like, good point. So I'd introduce myself. You know, I say, hi, I'm Brian. You know, I'm here for spring break. Do you know where my room is? And they say, still no, but thank you for the information. So anyway, so I'm walking around, I'm knocking on doors, and I find Tyler's room. So Tyler takes me inside, and he's like, okay, dude, you got to get, like, you know, in the bath. We got to get you just, like, you know, in some water to calm you down, and I'm only gonna fill up the tub like a third of the way. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna be fine. You'll fall asleep. It'll be okay. I'm like, okay. So I get in the tub. He turns on the water, and I start screaming because there's water coming out of a faucet, and I don't know how that works. He's just making water appear. So I'm in there. I'm screaming, and then I pass out. And that's basically where I woke up the next day.
Wow.
Yep, and that is the story. So
My
I am
God.
now exposed to the internet. Anyways, that's the one and only. Now I will put some disclaimers. That is the one and only time that I have ever experienced this, and I do not wish to experience it again because the next day I was very, very sick. So, disclaimers: do not do this. It is not legal, and it is not the best idea.
I mean, it makes for a good story, but that's all it really does, you know?
Exactly, it is a very good story, and I'm glad I did it once, but I'm not going to do it again. Yeah, see, because and going back to the topic of death from earlier, you know, I live my life. I'm not afraid of death. I am afraid of life ending before I'm done with it. Like, you know, I want to have a life that I often say, people are like, you're not afraid of death? I'm like, I don't want to look back on the good old days. I want to die while living my golden days. Because, like, I
Yeah.
don't want my life to ever be uneventful. I want to try as much as I can. And when my life is over, I want to be satisfied with that. Because life is going to, like, we're all going to die. Like, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. But will it be as bad when it happens? Or will we be as satisfied with our life? Like, I don't want to be wishing, oh, I wish I had done that. Oh, I wish I had, you know, done this. I want to say, man, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, actually.
Death is not scary. The fact
No.
wasting your opportunity and wasting your time is scary.
I think if I would get, like, scared of anything, it would just be that, like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I guess so. Wasting everything. But I don't know. I guess, like, missing opportunities that I could have taken.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, just, like, friendships. Not even, like, life experiences. Just, like, when it comes to, like, people who I've honestly could have been closer friends with, but I ended up not being friends with at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having closer friends. Yeah, I'd say that's still a life experience. Like,
That
or at
regards.
least that's part of, yeah, that's another thing that I would do, yeah.
I used to be like terrified of death, but a certain change in the way I thought happened that allowed me to like kind of. I mean, now I'm not really bothered as much by it as I used to be. Obviously, I don't want to die, but
Well, yeah,
it's not
no.
as scary as it used to be.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to die right now, but, like,
Yeah.
it's something that I'm prepared, or I know it's going to happen eventually, and I'm okay I'm not okay with it happening right now, but once I've felt my life is, finished, complete, I want to have as much in there as possible.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, did you guys? No, I can't mention the name because I know we're gonna get blacklisted if I do. But with the thing that's happening right now, when it started, did you struggle with falling asleep? Like, because for me, when it
Being
first
worried?
started, like
Wait.
I don't know.
The
Like,
fact that we're
I-
quarantined, the reason that we're quarantined
Mhm.
is did it keep us up at night, basically?
Oh.
yeah. Like for me, I know it did at first. Like the first week was really hard, and I didn't even like. Because before, I'm not afraid of stuff like that. Like, I don't really think of it as being something I would be scared of. But like I don't know. As soon as this all started, I became really terrified
Yeah.
of the fear of like me getting something and then dying, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Like I never even thought about like death and stuff like that. But now it's like it's something that's definitely in the back of my mind because I
Mm-hmm.
know that it can happen at any moment.
Well, I think for me, it's been like we're not in a super at-risk demographic, and I've
Right.
been being safe. We've been being careful,
Mm-hmm.
and so I haven't been mortally terrified. Just more worried. I want to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
That
Like
kind of
my dad is 65. My
Mhm.
mom's in her 50s. So my
Mhm.
parents are both high risk people for this.
Yeah.
And so I've been staying safe all the time. But
Yeah.
it hasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely affected like my way of life. It's definitely affected my lifestyle because before
For
my
sure.
mom actually said it's like I'm living in the Twilight Zone because it's my senior year. I should be having fun with all my friends. I should be going out and staying out
Yeah.
late, and I should be graduating, celebrating, and I'm not able to do any of that. And
Yeah, that really sucks.
yeah, and I mean, I'm not so much. I don't care about missing my graduation ceremony because I know I'm gonna have one in college, and
Yeah.
that's the one that really says that I am done. And I'm
Unless
looking
another
forward.
pandemic happens.
Yeah, I am another one that's what I'm looking forward to is my college graduation, and I'm very upset for those people who are not able to graduate college because that's the last time you'll ever graduate a school.
Like,
Yeah, it
imagine
really is
paying for it, dude. Like, imagine going through the full payment and then being like, "Yeah, sorry, dude."
I mean,
you
no,
can't
you'll
get
still
it."
get your diploma, you'll still graduate, you'll still be able to get a job with
Yeah,
that, but it's just
but
the experience, yeah.
yeah, like I don't know. I pay for the college experience, but now you're not there to
Well,
experience what other people have experienced.
right, but other people or other colleges like Chapel Hill is giving tuition refunds for the semester for the past semester.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, because like it got cut so short, they refunded the tuition because people weren't. Well, they refunded. I don't know if they did tuition, but I know they did housing, and I know that they did meal plans because those were
Yeah.
not open and not active, so you were not
Obviously.
able to use those. So they refunded them. I don't know if they
sounds
refunded
amazing.
tuition, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
Now,
I wish that was something that our college would do, but it's fine.
yeah. I know that I know that this is gonna be over eventually. I know it'll be over at some point, and I know like they're gonna find a vaccine for this, because that's how viruses work. There's no way that it's unbeatable, because we already know enough about it to say that there is, because we already have survivors, so there is a way to
Right.
beat this thing. So as soon as we figure that out, then it'll be back to
What's
life.
so scary is, like a lot of people who are saying that, oh, the way you can avoid it is by getting it. And I'm like, what about the people who are like compromised? People who
Yeah.
literally can't get it to
Yeah.
get it?
Mhm.
But I don't know. It's kind of scary if that might be like the thing for now until we find a vaccine is that you have to get it in order for you to not get it again, or
Mhm.
to decrease the chance.
My friend in Ohio, actually, who I also met on spring break, Cam, he is immune. He found out that he and his brother are both immune. His parents are
Wow.
not. His parents are
That's
not,
awesome.
but he is. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he decided to celebrate. I will not go into details on how.
Yeah. Okay.
He
all
owns
right.
he owns a very large truck. He owns a very large truck with a very big sound system. So I could tell you that. But
Yeah.
Cam, if you're listening to this, Congratulations. Anyways, you're living up to Ohio's expectations there, bud. So yes, but yeah,
Yeah.
so the whole quarantine thing. That's kind of a since we are not allowed to say why we're quarantined, we will say that the year is 2020. It is spring, and if you don't know what happened in 2020, then you're a baby because you were born a year ago.
But yeah, speaking of which, phase 2 is today.
Wait, sorry, what were you saying?
Just that phase 2 is today. Things are opening up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I think salons and like haircut places are opening up today.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trusting any of that. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's what I say. I'm staying at home. I don't I'm comfort. Being away from these nasties who don't wash their hands. Not everyone, but there are some people. There are some
Yep.
people
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
who scoff at the idea and think that it's like something made by the government. So
Yeah, they think it's made up by hand sanitizer companies to push hand sanitizers. I'm not even kidding. That's a real thing.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's just pushing the liberal agenda, and I was like, I'm sorry, what?
It's pushing the homosexual agenda too,
Yeah.
forcing us to stay quarantined. A bunch of guys quarantined together. Of course, this is a gay plot. I'm gonna bleep that.
Listen, if homosexuality didn't cause corona, then which sin did, you know?
All of them.
Oh my god.
It was TikTok. TikTok was the sin.
TikTok, literally. TikTok caused it. No.
And
I'm
let's
gonna
talk.
say that-
Yeah. And now let's talk about
No,
the May phase of this whole year. Like, you know, we've got the murder bees in Washington, and we've got we literally had a tornado here today.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, so that was pretty scuffed.
Mm.
And of course, you know, they found the alternate or the parallel universe where time runs backwards.
Wait, okay.
Hold on, I didn't hear that.
Really? Yeah, NASA scientists in Antarctica have discovered strong evidence of a parallel universe that is neighboring ours, where time runs backwards and the laws of physics are reversed.
So I did find an article that like debunked a little bit about it because I thought the study that it was basing it off of was from 2013 or 2006, but they were saying that like it didn't say it has like proof of it. It shows that there was proof of like particles that were going back into time. I guess that makes
Yeah, no,
sense.
it was evidence of it.
Yeah, so like people who are like jumping to it, it's not
No.
true yet.
Well, no, you
wanted
can't.
to-
You also cannot say that it is not true, but it's not
Yeah.
been proven.
Well, you could say
Exactly.
that about
Like I want to be a skinny legend in another universe. So if I am, honestly, make it happen.
A parallel
Like,
universe
I-
where is straight. I'm gonna bleep your name again, but whatever.
Oh no.
Hey, watch this. Ready?
Oh my god. But no, honestly, I really wanted to like. I want this whole year to be over with so I can just enjoy life. Apparently, though, next year, do you know the show Tuca and Birdie, from on Netflix?
No.
It was
I
an
have
iconic
Netflix.
show, a good comedy, and it was hand drawn. It was amazing.
Wow.
It featured Tiffany Haddish, and a few other people. But it was a very funny show that they canceled after season 1. But apparently, they just revived it for season. I'm so
nice.
very excited for that. No, for some reason, people are getting canceled left and right today. You have like Doja Cat is being canceled for something.
Well, Doja Cat lied to us.
For what? For what?
Doja Cat claimed on an Instagram live video that exploded that if her
Yeah.
song "Say So" with Nicki Minaj reached #1, she would show her she would take off her top live, and she would go completely topless live. And so we
Wow.
reached, and so people did it. It hit #1, and she went on Instagram live and she said, "I'm not showing you guys. You guys got played."
She's known to do this. Why did anyone like believe her?
I mean, regardless of like, you know, all the question, the morality question of that, like you got to respect the hustle, you know?
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
Hey, she used her body to get ahead in life, but she did not do it in an immoral way. She just promised it.
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
You know, more credit where it's due. Credit where credit's due.
I mean, if she tricked a bunch of horny dudes on the internet, good for her, you know?
I didn't listen to the song. I don't like the song.
The Say So song?
I just don't care. It just sounds repetitive. That's about it.
Yeah. Listen, for me, that's not her best song. I've loved her since. Listen, I'm one of those people. I've loved her since her SoundCloud days. I really have. I
Yeah,
loved her
that's like
song,
Me and Joji, and my
like
friend. Yeah,
the Nintendo song. She made a song called "Running." It's just like these songs were really, really good. They weren't as repetitive, but they stuck in your mind, and it like
Yeah.
meant something. But the ones that like really weren't like famous were the annoying ones that are on TikTok. You know, if it's TikTok, you want to sponsor us one day. But like,
I would decline that. Excuse me.
we got money. It's the money.
I'm not a sellout.
Listen, at the right price, I might be. I don't know. I don't know. She has so much potential, and she makes so much good genre bending stuff. It makes me upset that the ones that are popular are the ones that are just so generic and watered down.
It's like Baby No Money, and the Baby Gravy 2 album. There's a song where he literally says, "There's a song where Baby No Money literally says, dude, I'd be pissed off if this song blew up on TikTok." And then the clip right after that blew up on TikTok.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. What I kind of found out, and what I kind of like figured out, and no offense to anyone who is, popular on TikTok or anything like that, but I've found out that like being popular on TikTok or like having any type of recognition on TikTok means nothing. Like it literally means next to nothing because it doesn't translate anywhere else. Everyone
No,
who's like,
it's not a
"Oh my
skill.
God."
It's not a career. TikTok
Yeah,
does not. You cannot monetize a TikTok
Yeah.
because the songs are copyrighted too.
And like, well, I mean, like the people who like, let's say, who like grow out and try to expand out of TikTok if they become famous on there and like they become YouTube celebrities or something. They're like, hey guys, go follow my YouTube thing, and they have millions of followers on TikTok. It rarely ever like translates over to any other platform than
No.
TikTok
Because
because no
not
one
a skill.
cares past that one video that they posted about like I don't know a dryer spinning and you're putting your phone inside of it, being like, whoa, it's so trippy.
Dryer ASMR.
Yeah, or like, I don't know.
I mean,
that's why
there are some. Sorry, go
No, what
ahead.
were you saying?
I was saying there are definitely some good people on TikTok. I like using the app. There's some funny people, but a majority of the content is just like, why am I watching this?
Mhm.
Dude,
I left a
not
1-star review.
Sorry.
I left a 1-star TikTok review. Here I'll no, I don't have this. I don't have it saved. But essentially, I supported the efforts to lower its rating. If you don't know, Google Play or TikTok on Google Play right now went from a rating of 4.8 stars to 1.2 stars. Because the entire continent of India decided to rate it 1 star. That was quite literally the plot, and so TikTok's rating on Google Play is extremely low, and so I contributed to it.
Is there any reason?
I don't know.
The people. No, but for me, I realized that I don't know. At first, I hated it, I despised it, but as of right now, today, I have learned that there's a lot more onto it than I thought there was. 'Cause for me, I was maybe so annoyed by it was the dancing videos, was the music behind it, the unoriginal sounds that annoyed me to no end.
Like
But
you
then
can avoid those.
Yeah, I found out that like the algorithm is like godsend because it's amazing.
It really is.
Well, it's a stroke of luck actually, because with that algorithm, depending on what it gives you more stuff depending on what you like, but it can also lead you down the road to furries.
Yeah, I guess.
Which it did in the case of one of my friends, who's not. Excuse me.
Allegedly.
As far as you know.
Well, I mean, just because he has his persona as his icon does not make him a furry, right?
Of course.
I love you, Andrew. I love you.
Name dropping. All right.
Andrew's never gonna listen to this. He's too busy being an engineer or something. I don't know.
His life, who cares?
I'm not gonna be famous.
I don't know. Like the algorithm, it does something because I truly don't like the dancing videos, and once I put like not interested, there might be like some after maybe 20 that I scroll through. Sadly, I go to 20, but like I don't see as much before, and it's all just memes, like good quality Vine memes. I don't know. It's something about it, man. It hits different, especially during quarantine.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that like I do now that I probably will stop doing once quarantine's over,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. my
know.
addiction to not addiction. Okay, listen, it's not addiction.
No, your addiction to
Me
Fortnite.
me playing Fortnite will end immediately as soon as
I hope so.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe that for a second.
Before I even before the quarantine started, I hated Fortnite. I hated I'll say I hated Fortnite. I hated TikTok. I hated everything. And, like that was like mainstream and that 5-year-olds
Yeah.
were enjoying. But hey, once I turned off the voice chat in we call it in Fortnite, I was able to actually enjoy it. Like it was not terrible.
You just
I
gotta
was doing
pretend it.
it with my friends and stuff. It was fun.
I remember me, and Brian were trying to play some games, and one of the only games that we all had was Fortnite.
Yep.
And was like, "Oh my god, don't make me play Fortnite." And now he's like level 100. He plays without us. He's addicted.
Quite addicted.
I only play it when we talk. So
Yeah.
we just talk every single day. So it just happens that I'm
Yeah.
at that level right now.
Sure.
I don't know. Like it's okay. The game has grown on me. It has. It's not annoying as I thought it was. That Travis Scott concert was a little bit better than I was expecting.
It was actually really cool.
It was so good.
I was not expecting anything like what it was.
Yeah, like I heard of, about the marshmallow thing, and I was like, "That's all right." I just expected that.
Who?
Marshmallow, the
DJ.
No, I was joking.
Oh. You know what? Yeah, exactly. Because that whole performance was trash. I'm sorry if we ever meet in person, we probably won't. But that was trash.
You won't know if you meet in person. He wears a mask all the time.
No, he took it off.
I know he took it
Dude,
off, but you won't know him
it.
anyways. He has a generic face. His face is very
He's like 4
generic.
years old. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That was a crazy thing. I've kind of grown on TikTok. I've grown on Fortnite. It's just been a weird situation for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge Fortnite fan.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah, it's it's Memorial Day weekend. I just realized this. Are we
It
going to
is?
celebrate? Yeah, what are we going to be doing? Memorial Day weekend.
Nothing.
Wait,
I know.
Yeah, it is.
I know me and Brandon are going to get our haircuts next Friday.
Oh my god, I'm going with you guys. Yeah. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. Want to join us, Brian? Oh,
No.
Great.
No, I'm not trusting that. That's very very sketch.
Me, I'm gonna be wearing a hazmat suit, and I'm not even.
Well, then how are they gonna cut your hair?
You're not saying no one's touching this hair.
Then what are you going for?
For Jake and for Brandon.
Oh my god.
See, the thing is, I can put my hair in my mouth at this point. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Oh.
So.
Oh wow.
Don't ask me how I found that out.
You just go.
Yeah.
No, I mean, now you're E-boy. Are you sure you want to cut it off? It looks very E-boy-esque.
Yeah.
If they cut it too short, you might look like a Gerald. I'm just warning you.
Yeah, but if I let it keep going, eventually I'm gonna be able to put my hair in a man bun.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
I'm like this close right now.
Just do it.
I mean,
Just
I
do
know
it.
that's a fashion trend, but let's try it out.
Do it next podcast.
Trust me, it's not anything, it's not anything anybody wants to see.
I don't know, man. I'm interested.
Let's poll our viewers, guys.
Alright,
Tell us in the comments below if Jake should cut his hair or not.
Yeah, okay. I'll let our 3 viewers on this podcast decide.
Wow, all 3 of them. Wow.
Yeah.
What, you, me, and
Yeah, exactly.
You mean our parents? What?
No, God, I hope
Yeah,
not.
I was gonna say I'm not. Not yet. There are some opinions I might share on this podcast that
There's a
I would
story
not-
I have already shared that I would really not like to know.
Yeah.
Listen, it's great. It's fine. It's just for us to relax, dude.
Why do you sound very angry when you're saying this? It's like, it's time for us to relax! Just get relaxed!
Go. Just live a little. Oh, God. I mean, it's inevitable when it does happen. I'm just hoping that when it happens, when it does become a huger thing, that we are able to be in a safe environment where we don't have to worry about it, where it's like something that it's like, oh, whatever, who cares?
I think the main opinion on trying to keep quiet from my parents
Yeah.
is my religion, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting. So
for
we've
a
talked
while
about
now.
politics. Let's go to this one.
Yeah.
I'll do it all.
So let me take a crack at this. Your parents are religious and you're just not.
Yo, how'd you figure it out?
Because I was the same way. Except I told my
You ever
parents
have-
that I wanted to switch my religion, and they were like, "That's okay." And so now I
Yeah.
switched my religion, and they go
You
with me.
said that. They said that's okay, huh?
Yeah. In fact, no. In fact, my dad comes with me to my new church.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, your new church?
Yeah, I switched my religion. So
Well,
Oh.
well, you don't have to,
Okay.
you don't have to say. But,
I'm a
I mean, if you-
I'm a Unitarian Universalist, which is less focused
Oh.
on the existence of a god and more focused on like us being good people.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's a lot
Dude,
more
that's so cool.
socially based, and one of
So
like
it's,
yeah, they're really cool. One of the things that they do is they have this court watching group. Basically, they
Yeah.
take advantage of the fact that they are 90% white and 90% like elderly people, so it's like old, white, retired, rich families. And so they
Yeah.
take advantage of that and they go and they watch court cases that they think are going to be biased. And so when the judge sees a bunch of, prominent white wealthy families, they're more likely to make an unbiased opinion because they don't want to screw up in front of people.
wow.
And so they just sit there and they watch, and it's for social justice, and it's a very cool thing to see.
That
But-
is insane.
It almost sounds less like a church and more like a really cool nonprofit organization.
Well, that's one of the things that they do. That's one of their organizations.
Oh,
The church,
I see.
the church body itself, though, it's a mixture of Christianity and Judaism. So it really
Right.
you can be whatever religion you want, they don't care.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So yeah, it's
Okay,
and
right.
it's really cool. And each service has a different music theme, which is also really cool. And the piano player and the music director is outstanding.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Shout
really
out to
cool.
them.
Yeah, he is actually the band director at. So
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, so it's a really really cool thing.
Wait, yeah, and did you want to go more into it, Jake, or did you just want to just
Oh
do
yeah,
that?
yeah, Jake, go ahead. Or do
Oh,
you not
yeah,
want to
no,
share
I
the
mean-
opinion because you're trying to hide it?
no, I mean I don't mind. I don't mind putting it out there. The like kind of how I live my life right now is I like to everybody else, including like my younger siblings and some of my cousins. I let them know about my beliefs, but then I'm like, all right, so to all my adult family members, please keep this a secret, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, my grandma still thinks I'm a Catholic.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I used to be
And-
Catholic too.
I mean, yeah, and it's like they don't. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like she's not checking up on me or anything, but it's just
Yeah.
like I didn't agree with some of what the church had to say, and I wanted to live my life more my way, and that's kind of what I've been doing now.
Yeah.
Because
I've
there's
been
not.
very open.
Yeah.
No, I've been like very, very like open with, with my family, and they act shocked when they hear this. That's no, I've been very open, Like it's
I'm glad.
for years.
Yeah.
About it. So like I don't know. For me, I'm always here for like if it makes you feel better, if it's something that makes you want to do better, then I think that it can be a beautiful thing. Religion can be a beautiful, gorgeous thing.
Sure.
But I think the way it's been presented to me and how I've seen it, it's something that I just need to take a step back from mentally. And I think maybe in the future, I would love to go back into it, see what I can find if there is a thing that I'm interested in doing. But as of right now, I just don't think that that's what I need in my life right now. If that makes any sense.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm like completely against it. I just don't think it's something that I would be interested in doing.
Yeah. No,
It's just- I don't know.
I actually recommend if you like that you might check out what I've been doing. I'll link it to you later if you want because they have a float in the Pride Parade. And again, think about that. These are people who you would think are hard conservative people who do not support anything that's like these are people who look like old school Catholics and who act
Yeah.
like old school Catholics, but when it comes to religion, they are way more open and accepting. And it's
Yeah.
really really cool to see.
I'm gonna give it a try. You know, I'm gonna try to see what I can do.
Like you have
2020
this is the
back.
70-year-old
New
these
year.
are the 70-year-olds marching in the Pride Parade. People who
Wow. Yeah.
lived through segregation marching in like the who went for what was 2016 or whatever, like all the protests and stuff. Like this is
Yeah. I see.
it's a very
Seems
open and
like
modern
like
group.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be open to that, honestly.
Yeah. Evan, or have you either of you guys seen the musical The Book of Mormon?
No, but I know about it. Yes.
Yeah,
No.
so what you were saying, Evan, kind of reminded me of like the main message from that musical, and it's like even if the beliefs are ridiculous, so what if it helps?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like-
sure I agree with that 100%, but
I mean, like, I don't know. For me, I really don't believe it. Just how it's being presented to me. But
Yeah.
I think that if it makes you do better for everyone else or for society, I think please, by all means, it can be an amazing, beautiful thing. Do it.
yeah, sure.
I've always been like a supporter of that, as long as it's not something that's like full on judgment where you do
Yeah, as long as it's
where
not
you want to
hurting other
nit
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's where it becomes a problem for I think everyone who is like on the fence about it right now. It's just that they just don't like people who just force it or make it seem as if that you're doing something wrong
Yeah.
when you're truly just probably just not.
I like to live my life in a way that does not hurt other people, but gives me the freedom to do what I want.
hmm
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's nice.
as long as I am benefiting from this,
Mhm.
and as long as other people are not being hurt by it, as long as it's
Yeah.
not like a parasitic way of living,
Yeah.
then I think that it's your choice to live how you want.
Yeah.
By the way, Parasite, the movie Parasite.
I didn't
I
see it.
just finished watching it, and I'm not gonna spoil anything. No worries.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
watch
I've
it,
seen
so
it.
it's okay.
I just want to say that it is not a horror movie, no matter how many people have been selling it to you as one. It is
Mhm.
not a horror movie, it is a drama comedy. And I was so let down
He's dead.
from start to finish. I was so angry. I was like, what is this? Because people are like, oh my god, it's going to be like this amazing foreign scary movie. Did you see the poster? Like so scary. I was like, yeah. So I
Sounds
went
like
to watch it.
Godfather 3.
Yeah, I went to watch it, and I was like, "This is just a drama." And I was laughing at some points. I was like, "Why am I laughing?" The category that was under it says drama comedy. Are you kidding
Wow.
me? And like,
Yeah.
I mean, and here's the thing, I do think it was worth some type of hype. But watching the movie all because I was one of those people who was like kind of mad that it got so much hate for winning the awards that it won. Because I thought, maybe because it was a lot of it was just because of people just being like, oh, it's Asian or Korean or whatever. It's just something the people that was foreign, so it shouldn't deserve the amount of hype that it was given. But when I watched it, I was like, or before I watched it, I was like, give it a try. Stop being so stop being so hateful. Then when I watched it, I was like, this is such a terrible movie. Not terrible,
Wow.
not terrible. Okay, this was a movie that I don't think deserved as much hype as it was given, because although it was good, it felt like I was watching a show. The way it was like done, it didn't feel like it was worth being considered a movie. I felt like I could have sat down watching it in like one 30-minute episode, laughed at it, and enjoyed it for what it was. But as a movie, it truly didn't feel like it was just, I don't know, not a
think it
waste
was,
of time.
Like
It's- I
drawn
feel
out.
like- yeah, I feel like I've seen this show before. Like I feel like I've seen it in like a Hannah Montana thing. And also,
Yeah.
on top of that, the message of the movie. This isn't a spoiler at all. It's just the message.
Right.
The overall consensus of it is that there's a poor family trying to take advantage of a wealthy family. So at the end of it, it kind of comes across of it as it being like, oh, poor people will do whatever they can to try to succeed. They'll be manipulative. They'll do whatever. And that's just the worst message you can ever
That is terrible, yeah.
send to anyone who is, especially like, not given the I guess
The privilege,
benefits
the
that other
opportunity,
people
yeah.
have been given.
Yeah.
So I don't know. When I watched it, I was like, this movie. I can see how it can be funny. I can see why people wanted to see it, but at the end, I was definitely let down.
Yeah.
Sorry for going that rant. I just need to
That's okay. I wish I could give my opinions. I haven't seen it. I
Do you have
want
any
to though.
movies that you watched that was like such a letdown, like something that you just really, really hated.
Mhm.
But you're like, this really did mess up.
Like, why was this made?
Yeah, like why was this like?
Yeah.
Why would, yeah, let's do that. Was it a show or a movie that you really like didn't like?
Yeah.
The entire Cars franchise after one.
Listen, Cars 2 was a masterpiece, and I will not
Stop.
I'm kidding. That was so bad. When I watched Cars 2, I was like, where is
Where
this
are we?
going to? Why is this the
They
direction that
took
we're
more drugs, and then they wrote that movie.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, it's very questionable. The decisions were very questionable. I don't understand why they wanted to add spies to a car movie, but if you're bored one day and you're like, this deserves an agent, let's slap on it. I don't know. I was confused from beginning to end, and then the next movie. I didn't see the next movie. Did it
I never
connect?
saw it. No,
to
I
the
don't know.
previous?
I don't
I heard the
remember.
next movie was way better. I heard it was so. You know what? We're watching it later on today. It's on Disney
Oh,
Plus.
wasn't that like the newest one that came out not kind of recently?
Yeah, the one where Lightning McQueen dies.
He
He does.
I haven't
That's
seen
a
it.
fact. He crashes.
I hope that's not the ending. I really want to see it. But honestly, I heard it was really well done, and I wanted.
Yeah.
I want to give it a
Owen
try.
Wilson
'cause I
was
heard it was
Owen
good.
Wilson was Lightning McQueen in that one.
Wait, who?
Owen Wilson. The wow.
Owen-
The wow. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. Wow. Owen Wilson.
I've never heard of this person. Owen
Oh
Wilson.
my god. Owen Wilson.
What character have you done?
I don't know.
It's just Owen Wilson, you know?
It's just Owen Wilson. All right.
Alright, well, we have just
When we
crossed
first started this podcast, I never
Yeah.
would have thought that we would have been talking about cars at any
Right.
point. Really.
Listen, Cars is a masterpiece. Life is a highlight.
Shrek 1 was better than Shrek 2. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Whoa! That's okay. I thought
Shrek the musical was the
2
best.
Because Shrek 2 was the one that I was introduced to the franchise, so I always assumed
Wow.
it was the best one. But I think it's because it was like really Shrek 1 was a little bit more, I guess, raunchier at the time. So
Everyone
I wasn't able to
says
watch
that
it.
Shrek 2 was only better because of the fairy godmother scene. But when you think about what Shrek 1 was actually was actually created to be, which is a
Yeah.
big ol' middle finger to Disney, because Lord Farquaad was based on Walt Disney, and his name is Farquaad for the reason of take out the R. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even joking. It is an entire big middle finger to Disney. It was every single part of it was supposed to criticize Disney, and it was the best movie I have ever seen.
Hey, I'm all for that.
I watched it once, and it was on Cartoon Network, but it was the heavily edited one. It was the heavily PG one.
Jeez.
Like,
Yeah,
it
but no,
was
Shrek
like-
the musical was a god piece. It's a masterpiece.
I didn't see. Okay, I stopped watching Shrek after Ever After, I think. But
Oh, I
even
never
then,
saw
I
Shrek.
stopped focusing on the actual plot line after the third movie. I think. Was it good? So you said it was good. Was it like a continuation of the storyline, or is it just the same?
Well, no, the musical was the original. The movie is based on the
Okay.
musical.
Okay, cool.
Wait,
All right.
so how many movies are there?
They're releasing Shrek. They were supposed to release Shrek 5 this year.
Oh wow,
Oh my god.
It's just
I don't
four.
remember any of them except for Shrek 1.
See, that's my
I remember
point. Shrek 1 is the most memorable.
I think I don't know. Maybe it's because I like having Fiona not be like a human, or for a majority of the film.
Yeah,
Or was she a human the majority of the film in the first one? I kind
Yes.
of vaguely.
she was.
Yeah, so I liked the one of her just being more cartoonish. And once again, maybe I'm biased because it was the first Shrek movie that I've seen, or that I was able to see. But I don't know. I enjoyed it. I appreciated it. Yeah, dude. Like
Aye, aye, Captain. Aye,
I just really liked it, dude. It was a vibe. Also, that song that she sang, dude.
Oh
I need a
yeah.
hero. I need a hero, dude.
See, and that's what everyone says. That's why everyone says Shrek 2 was better. But I say that All Star from Shrek 1 was better than I Need a Hero from Shrek 2.
Oh, dude, I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. That is, yeah.
Well, we
I
are
forgot that
wrapping.
came-
We are coming
It's
to a
such a
close
classic.
here. Yes, we are coming to a
Yeah.
close here. It has been an hour and 3 minutes at this point.
Oh my god.
So, yes, time flies when you're having fun. So, is there anything anyone else would like to say?
Flint still doesn't have clean water.
Oh yeah, true.
Wow.
Dang,
Their
man.
2020 started back in 2015.
Be careful going outside.
Yeah.
Yes, be very careful going outside as things are opening up. I believe that there are mayors in South Carolina, like the mayors of Hilton Head and Myrtle Beach and Garden City, who are banding together, who are opposed to the reopening. They have kept their beaches closed, and they are doing so for good reason. So please, if you live in an at-risk place, or you have at-risk people at home, or that you interact with, please stay safe. Wear a mask. Use your hand
Yeah.
sanitizer. Keep yourself clean and safe for their sake, if not for your own.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you for that, by the way.
Amen.
You're welcome. Anyways, so yes, this has been the No Signal Podcast, episode 0. Because this is the pilot episode. So Brandon will hopefully be joining us soon in the future. He got a little bit busy today, was not able to make it, but this was a makeup podcast anyway, so it doesn't matter. So with that being said, make sure once again that you guys check out our affiliate link in the description to pick yourself up a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, the premium edition from G2A.com. Remember, using the keys are cheaper and more secure for your account, so please make sure you go ahead and do that. It supports both us and it supports yourself because you're getting a great discount on some really great games. All right. Yes. With that said, I guess that's all for today.
See
I
ya.
should edit this and have this up by midnight. Make sure you check everyone else out. And yeah, goodbye.
Really?
Bye.
Bye.